See Garcelle Beauvais' 3-carat engagement ring from Mike Nilon. When the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Garcelle Beauvais got engaged to her now ex-husband, Mike Nilon, a talent agent and film producer, she was gifted a stunning piece of jewelry. According to the New York Post, which reported in 2001 on the then-couple's engagement, Garcelle's engagement ring from Nilon was a 3-plus-carat emerald-cut diamond ring that she would later stack with her wedding rings. As you can see in the photo below, the ring is utterly gorgeous, with a giant rectangular-shaped rock gleaming on a silver band. When did Garcelle Beauvais and Mike Nilon get married? According to Briefing on Bravo, Garcelle and Nilon wed in May 2001. During Season 10, Episode 2 of RHOBH, Garcelle opened up about how she thought she and Mike would be together forever. "We were sort of like the Hollywood couple. I'm an actress, he's an agent. We would go to fabulous parties. We've got these 2 beautiful boys," Garcelle said. "Mike was reliable. He was sweet. I really thought this was my last stop." Their twin boys, Jax and Jade, were born on October 18, 2007. Who is Garcelle Beauvais' ex-husband, Mike Nilon? Like Garcelle, Mike works in Hollywood. Mike Nilon's career is behind the scenes as a talent agent and manager. He also has a number of producing credits on his resume. Why did Garcelle Beauvais and Mike Nilon's marriage end? The couple's relationship took a drastic turn in April 2010 after Garcelle saw a shocking text on her then-husband's phone. "One day 9 years ago, I said, 'Hey Mike, can I use your phone?'" she explained in the episode. "And so I look at the phone, and I see a text that says, 'I love you.' I go, 'Hey, what's this?' And his face changed. He said, 'I've been having an affair,' she added. And I said, 'How long?' And he said, 5 years. Garcelle realized that her ex had been cheating for half of their marriage, leaving her deeply hurt and angry. "I'm a hothead," she admitted. "So that night I wrote an email to friends and colleagues at Mike's work, and the subject was, 'What do Tiger Woods, Jesse James, and Mike Nilon have in common?' And that email got leaked to the press." Jesse James was a reality TV personality whose marriage to Sandra Bullock ended in 2010 after she discovered his infidelity. When did Garcelle Beauvais and Mike Nilon get divorced? Garcelle filed for divorce in May 2010, about a month after sending the email. According to the Toronto Sun, their marriage was officially dissolved in 2011. What is Garcelle Beauvais and Mike Nilon co-parenting relationship like now? Today, the exes co-parent their children amicably. During a 2020 interview with Briefing on Bravo, Garcelle shared that she's worked hard to maintain a good relationship with her ex as they navigate raising their sons. "We worked really hard to put the kids first and be able to co-parent," she said. "I mean, he was at my house on Thanksgiving. He's here all the time. No matter what, we're still family." A story inspired by Garcelle Beauvais' engagement ring. The emerald-cut diamond glimmered in the soft lighting of the restaurant, catching reflections of the candle flickering on the table. Garcelle Beauvais held her left hand up, twisting her wrist slightly, admiring how the light danced across the 3-carat stone. It was a ring worthy of a Hollywood love story, clean lines, regal brilliance, and a promise she believed would last a lifetime. "Do you like it?" Mike Nilon asked, his voice low and hopeful, nerves not yet fully calmed from the proposal. Garcelle's smile was radiant, and her eyes full of dreams. "It's perfect," she breathed, as the world around them seemed to blur into a hopeful haze. It was 2001, and Hollywood was glittering in its early 2000s renaissance, fresh faces, dazzling premieres, and love stories that adorned magazine covers. Garcelle, with her warm laugh and stunning presence, was a rising star. Mike, behind the scenes, had a sharp eye for talent and the charisma to match. Together, they were magnetic, equal parts elegance and ambition. They were married that May beneath a canopy of white roses, with friends and family clinking glasses under a starlit sky. Garcelle wore her ring like a badge of honor. It wasn't just the diamond, it was everything it represented. Partnership forever. Years rolled forward like film on a reel. There were red carpets, quiet Sunday mornings, and the laughter of twin boys, Jax and Jade, born in 2007. Garcelle often said those years felt like scenes from a movie she never wanted to end. The kind of movie where the couple aged gracefully, their love deepening with every passing frame. But real life rarely sticks to scripts. The text came on a Tuesday. Garcelle had reached for Mike's phone without hesitation. He had left his at home, and hers was dead. She scrolled casually, meaning only to send herself a reminder. And then it appeared. I love you. 3 words. She read them once, twice. Her stomach sank. Mike, she called. He came down the hallway, his gait casual, unaware of the unraveling happening in the kitchen. Hey, what's this? She asked, holding the phone up. Her voice was deceptively calm. His face changed, not with confusion, not with denial, with guilt. I've been having an affair, he confessed. How long? Her voice was ice now. 5 years. The words were wind, knocking the breath from her chest. 5 years, half of their marriage. Half of the time she thought they were building a dream together, he'd been chipping away at its foundation. She didn't scream, not yet. She simply stood, the ring on her finger suddenly feeling too heavy. That brilliant emerald-cut diamond, once full of promise, now gleamed with betrayal. Later that night, she sat alone in their home office, shaking with rage. The boys were asleep. Mike had gone silent, as if silence could fix what he'd broken. Her fingers flew across the keyboard. What do Tiger Woods, Jess James, and Mike Nilon have in common? It was an email born of fury and grief. She sent it to colleagues, friends, people who needed to know. The truth, she decided, deserved light. And the media caught it like a wildfire. Suddenly, their private tragedy became a public scandal. Headlines screamed betrayal. Photos of the ring, that ring, circulated with whispers of heartbreak. It became a symbol of a dream deferred, a fairy tale fractured. The divorce papers were filed in May 2010. A clean break on paper, but emotionally jagged. The house echoed with memories. The twins, too young to understand the depths of their parents' pain, simply knew something was changing. Garcelle, ever the mother lioness, protected them fiercely. She rebuilt her world around their laughter, their tiny hands in hers. She was a woman scorned, yes, but more than that, she was a woman reborn. She kept the ring in a drawer for a time. It wasn't about the stone, it was about reclaiming the narrative. To some, the ring represented a love lost. To Garcelle, it was a reminder that she'd survived. Years passed, and with them came healing. By 2020, Garcelle had joined the cast of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, bringing her truth, her strength, and her story to the world. She spoke openly about her past, not with bitterness, but with clarity. We worked really hard to put the kids first, she said in an interview, referring to Mike. No matter what, we're still family. Co-parenting became their new reality. They shared holidays, birthdays, and school milestones. Mike was at her house on Thanksgiving, carving turkey and sharing laughs with the same woman he had once betrayed. It wasn't forgiveness in the traditional sense, it was evolution. The ring never returned to her finger. She didn't need it anymore. The sparkle wasn't in the diamond, it was in her resilience. One afternoon in 2023, Garcelle sat with her sons in the backyard. Jax and Jade were tall now, teenagers with their father's smile and their mother's fire. They asked her about the ring. Do you still have it? Jax asked. I do, she said. It's in a box somewhere. Why don't you sell it? Jade offered. Buy something cool. A car or, I dunno, a pizza oven? Garcelle laughed, her heart full. Maybe one day, she said. But for now, it's a part of our story. Every part matters. The boys nodded, already shifting topics. But for Garcelle, that moment mattered. It reminded her that healing wasn't linear. That the past, while painful, didn't define her, it shaped her. The ring's legacy. In 2025, Garcelle decided to donate the ring, not to charity, not for auction, but to an art exhibit in Los Angeles titled Hollywood Heartlines, Stories in Stone. It was an installation of engagement rings from iconic Hollywood love stories, both joyful and tragic. Next to the glass case housing her emerald-cut diamond was a plaque. This ring once symbolized forever. But sometimes forever ends, and we begin again. This isn't a story of heartbreak. It's a story of rediscovery. Garcelle Beauvais. Visitors stared at the ring, their reflections merging with the gem's facets. Some saw beauty, others saw sorrow, but many saw strength. In the end, the ring was never just about love. It was about life, messy, beautiful, and unscripted. And for Garcelle, it was no longer a weight. It was just light,